Right, let's get on with it. How's the stress looking? Not too bad, getting treated. 40,000 gold, looking good. Looking good. And that seer stone is so tempting. Fuck it. I'll have it. Wait, was it 5% or 15%? 15, that is so worth it. Turns 25% scout chance into 40% base. I think I need to get more blood because a lot of my people are dying from lack of blood. Unless there's healing to be had. Don't have enough level 3s yet to start taking on these veteran. Let's go gather some blood. It's a short, so we can take level 0s. Coman can inflict bleeding. The 029. Bleeding is very good in the courtyard. Bunkmeyer for healing. And duck yours, why not? What disease has he got? Lethargy. Scouting. Is there any bleed chance increase? Ooh, accuracy and dodge. Damage versus Eldritch. I'm trying to remember if the courtyard. No, it counts as bloodsucker for the most part. Yeah, we definitely need disease resist, that's for sure. Speed if HP below. Well, healing to the occultist, definitely. Bleed resist. Stun chance, debuff, move chance, unresist. How are your resistances? Bleed resist, nice and high. Disease resist could be higher. Even if just for the minus stress, that's also pretty good. This does nothing in the courtyard because you don't have torch levels like that. I'll give him the ethereal crucifix. That'll take his hit points too low. Plus dodge, plus speed. Oh wait, I need to check who needs leveling up. Slice off, definitely. Harvest. I like to use, where is it? Solo, and then finale. Harvest, slice off, solo, finale. Punish, Rain of Sorrows. Claim is interesting. I don't think I need Reclaim. Already got a healer. Ooh. Sky Spaghetti, heal, vulnerability, and weakening curse. Yeah, he's in position 4, so he can't use sacrificial stab. Right, let's roll. A short run in the courtyard. Shovel, definitely. Torches, definitely, for stress maintenance. One skeleton key. Medicinal herbs doesn't get used on very much. We'll take some food along. That's pretty much it, eh? Oh, holy water. Or the little altars you find. Right, give me the blood. It's still very loud, isn't it? Surprised, unfortunate. Oh, come on, dodge that, man. Is it 24? I'm gonna leap forward. I think I have that. Yeah, you all have the skill, don't you? Which one takes you forward? This one. Slam. No. Decent bleed resist. 3. That'll do.
Slowly, gently.
Hate the mosquitoes. They are so fast.
This is how a life is taken.
1 hit point.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Nice one, Spunkmeyer. Hex to death. I think I need to rejig the skills a little bit here because now the Jester having to use solo is interfering. Well, I suppose I can just keep using slam there.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I mean, I can manacle and I can puke from there. Coman, are you a klepto? Need to take him to the cove. Hopefully get rid of that. This reduces stress, I think. Treasure. Skill checks. I don't see us making a lot of money on this trip. I need to have 3 inventory slots just for the blood we're going to gather. Or does it stack onto 1 slot? I think it stacks into 1 slot. It's actual blood. Like, the person with the best bleed resist should do that. I have to admit, it's kind of embarrassing how long it took me to work out that your guys need blood. You have to come and run these missions repeatedly. Not realize that. She takes blood. I don't want to give blood up. But then again, she gives good treasures. caster only. Ooh, bleed skill chance. I'm gonna sell some of these trinkets. I got too many trinkets now. Last one. Ooh, this I forgot about. It's a shovel, isn't it? Yes, it is shovel. I haven't spent all that much time in the courtyard, so I'm still figuring out what interacts with what. Does he also take blood? Oh, I would imagine he would. Nice bleed. 2 more hit points there. How's their blight resistance? The blight resistance is really good. Get his dodge resistance down. Dodge, dodge! Damn it.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Nice one. Spunkmeyer. Five hit points, 3 hit points. Transform. And rake.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Got him.
A death by inches.
And I'll tell you, the flagellant is so good. Debuff resist. Prefer warrior's bracer for the extra damage.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
This is not what I need. And there's all waste. No! You fool!
Packs
Oh, we got
laden
lucky.
with
Oh, we got lucky.
are often low on supplies.
We got lucky. At the next battle, I will give him some blood. We didn't get the scouting I was hoping for. Our scouting chance should have been like 40%. A little unlucky. Good. Is that enough bleed? It is. They do actually have protection in these things.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Yeah, 20%. Nice dodge. Like yours, good dodge, bud. Oh wait, wrong one. I should have used the one that lowers protection.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I know when I fight
This
the inchoate
expedition
flesh,
at
I'm
least
definitely going to
promises
take the
success.
Jester and the... Hell, even these three are going to be really good against the inchoate flesh. Damage over time with the vomit. Well, if he uses Rake, he'll get essentially double damage. This, I have good bleed resist already, so...
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now
Well, it must be carried home. Not giving you shit, you suck. Let's do that. Nice. Pretty good bleeding. Miss. Ah.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Arguably, I shouldn't have bought anything provisions-wise. Just a bit of food. I mean, it's an easy level 0. I spent a fair amount of money here on stuff that I haven't used. Bit of a waste. Nice one.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Okay, so 6 is the maximum stack size. Noted. Haha, I get dodged, nerd. Oh yeah, it's that bloody dice doing its work.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Got him. Actually, if I take the Jester and the Antiquarian, then if I use Protect Me, that's going to get the Jester's dodge up to like 30 or 40. Very good. Annihilated. Let's give this dude some blood and see what he gives us.
Wealth beyond measure.
Okay, so they always give
Awarded to
you...
the brave and the foolhardy
Okay, they
alike.
always give you items. That's interesting to know. So I wonder if you go to Veteran and Darkest, you'll get like... Because we got commons there now. Is it going to be uncommon and then rare? I hope so. That's nice. Speed and dodge on first round. Excellent.
A ray of sunlight. A beacon of golden hope.
Excellent. Yeah, what you got? +3 crit for the Arbalest is nice, but again, I'm always looking out for anything that's going to give me plus healing on the Vestal. So medium... The Unholy Ring is a really good one. Let's go for that. And it's long. Apprentice. Awesome. So that means I can take a Vestal. Aegis. Now, which of the Vestals have anything that's going to help us in the ruins? Wealden Cove. Ruin Scrounger, excellent. So we'll take Milky along. Crusader, definitely. Although he can start off using Holy Lance. And I need someone who's a level 2 who can hit position 3. Like Marden is a decent bet. Stobbie's a good bet as well. But I think we'll take Marden, because then Marden can use Retribution and Aegis can use Protect Me on Marden, the dodge. Excellent. So the money's starting to get a little bit low, especially because if the particular thing that I want now shows up here. Surgical gloves. Wow, that's really good. Accuracy and crit. That is so good. I afford that. I can. We have way too many trinkets. What am I never going to use? I'm never going to use that. Swordsman crest, maybe. Like this type of stuff I'll never use. Highwayman crit and press. Skill, accuracy, like doctor. Right, boys, nice long one. That's bad. Go scouting chance. Let's go damage. Need damage versus. Fortifying garlic. Yeah. Speed and dodge is really good. I don't actually mind the move resist reduction because he has an ability that moves him forward anyway. There's not a lot of Eldritch ruins. The Ancestor's Candle is great, but I mean, this is an apprentice and I've got 2 level 2s up front. I don't think I need this to help with the damage. Bye Yin Yang, good evening. Alright, buddy. What should you take? The stress box, because we can always hand the stress box to other people. Now, let's actually leave open a few inventory slots for trinkets we're going to pick up, and that way we can really maximize money we make. Camping skills. Time cost 1. Oh, that's really good. Here's some incantation. That's good. It's not time ambush, but that's 4 cost. All companions. Plus dodge for the whole party. That's amazing. Love that. Courage. Okay, which is the skill that prevents nighttime ambush? It also costs 4. And again, it removes mortality debuffs, which I like. Chant is 1 companion now. I always thought that used to be the whole party. Hey, just take Curious Incantation just in case you want to remove stress off yourself. Okay, we've got the trinkets equipped. This is a long one, so we're going to need 24 food at least. Let's see, 16 for the 2 camps. And then 8. I think I need another 4. I have to assume I'm going to have 3 hungry vents. A full stack. 4 keys, I think. How many torches? Let's take 8 torches. Laudanum will leave behind. Look at that, 45% scouting chance. Yes! 4 and 4. And medicinal herbs. Yeah, for finding... Actually, we'll go 3 medicinal herbs. 3 holy water. Do it.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Not a great layout, if I'm honest. The plus dodge and protection, so his dodge is 32. Wow. 13 protection. 13 protection is, it's not nothing.
A powerful blow.
Still like he's marked though against the Arbalester. Doesn't matter, big one, Vesper, nice. Animus. Let's give Vesper some blood. Yeah, I know. Zealous accusation. Ooh, that's really good. Bleed resist. 5. 30 on Aegis, but Aegis is going to be protected most of the time, so. Excellent charm. I think I need to go more for gold than trinkets. Not trinkets, relics. We're down to like 20,000 gold back in the Hamlet. I might leave crests if I pick them up, and we'll just take deeds. Deeds, busts, and portraits. We'll take home. I could just smash one of these nerds.
Be gone, fiend.
I think I need to use the protect me retribution combo on the hardest fights.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light? Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Getting dark, but that's no problem. I think we actually should probably camp soon. We're running out of inventory space. And now I'll use protect me.
Another
Get
one
killed.
falls.
Nice dodge. Dodge. Yeah, dodge, nerd. Loving these dodges. He's dodged like 3 out of 4 attacks. Ooh. 4 out of 5.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Ah, so they protect me. Okay, that's turn 3. I could have sworn it was turn 2 for whatever reason. Nice!
Broken. Maintain the offensive. These nightmarish creatures can be felled.
Great work,
They
team.
can be beaten.
Let's camp.
Gathered close
East.
in tenuous firelight and uneasy companionship.
Yeah, so that's all. The whole party gets extra dodge. That should fit. Oh, that I should have put it into my inventory. Fail. Fail. Don't you have the prevent nighttime ambush? It's the Vestal that's got that. I don't know if I want to spend 4 just for the ambush prevention. I'll have it. So if I go damage for everybody and crit, dodge and crit for everyone, and then if I take the prevent nighttime ambush, and I can only use a 2-cost skill. Plus 13 crit, look at that. Encourage him. I think this means I didn't use the prevent nighttime ambush.
Now, the darkness holds.
But most of my lads are level 2s
Black as death.
on a level 1 dungeon, so we should be okay. Good dodging. Yes, team. Damn it. Damn it. Well, David, this game is great. I'll tell you that much. It is so good. But once you learn the mechanics, you'll enjoy it more and more. And of course, in terms of how good it looks and the audio,
The abyss returns.
can't beat it.
Even the boldest gaze.
Duck yours. Yes. Kill that bitch. No, that didn't help.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
$43 dodge.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yeah, dude, Bad Luck Bob was the first person to die, so aptly named the whole bad luck thing.
Eradicated.
Eradicated! It's a lot of stress on the Crusader. Damn. Damn. I think so, Duck Yours. You were just in the last mission. Kicked ass.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
I was about to say, oh, I love the Man-at-Arms, but then I'm like, oh, I love the Antiquarian, and all of the backgrounds have their uses. I'm trying to think if there's a particular background or class that's just bad.
A trifling victory, but a
victory nonetheless. Antiques, minor antique, world, gold. So the crests will be the next thing we get rid of, I think. No, you fool! Try with that. Oh, please don't fuck this up, guys. Oh, we need this. That's big. %45 scout chance. We'll give that a miss. I don't think it's worth using a shovel just so that I can interact with one little thing. Let's take the onyx, I reckon. What do I give up here? Crests. The onyx. Yes, good. Little piece of shit.
Masterfully.
Oh, nice one, Mulkey. Awesome. Ow, that hits hard. 7 damage. Useless. Actually, that stress reduction that the Antiquarian has, she should actually give to the Man-at-Arms, because the Man-at-Arms is going to be guarding her a lot.
Impressive.
Yes. This is not good. No. 43 dodge, you see that?
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task.
But he needs the surgical gloves. Kind of, yeah. I mean, obviously, as a South African, I'm supposed to be quite clued up on the rugby. I did watch the quarterfinal last week. It was great. Mapimpi had an amazing game. Then next week, I'm probably going to watch the final. My friends, I could. Yeah, I'm really not a big rugby fan. Cricket is my sport, and I love MMA as well. I'll do this fight in the dark. I think we probably do.
Terrors may indeed stalk these
Empty.
shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Glint of gold. No stress, at least, in their party, but this is big damage. That's fine, we can camp here anyway. I need to free up more inventory space. Ow!
Annihilated.
Oh, he lives in the UK. Oh, cool. Yeah, I spent six years in the UK. Owie. But I get how a lot of people don't really get cricket. It's the kind of thing, if you don't grow up in one of the countries where it's one of the main sports, I understand completely how it's not a sport for a bunch of people. But then again, I really can't stand football. I mean, we play a bit of soccer / football in South Africa. But yeah, it just does nothing for me. Like I came to soccer too late, so I was already like in my 20s when I started watching soccer, and then just watching the players just fall over and cry whenever anyone comes near them or looks at them. I can't handle it. I can't handle the diving, especially when I enjoy MMA. So you see how tough people are and how tough they actually can be, and then you watch a soccer player who gets paid a obscene amount of money.
Triumphant pride precipitates a
Such
dizzy
little
fall.
pussies.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
Right, man-at-arms, tactics, weapon practice, and this time let's make sure we don't get ambushed.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Locked.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Don't get me wrong, I wish I could enjoy football. It looks like one of the best spectator sports in the world, and like when the Soccer World Cup was in South Africa, I watched that and that was great. Especially the opening game when we scored the opening goal. That was incredible. Wow. The pub I was in went absolutely bananas. And then of course we, got fucking killed in every other game, but at least we had that one nice moment. So money-wise, we've really not made a lot of money so far. There hasn't been good loot here thus far. If by that room we haven't got good loot, we'll just go dark. I mean, stress is looking pretty good. To be fair, there is a long way to go. There's still a whole medium dungeon to go. We've got 2 people craving and only one blood. See? I'll save my holy water for an urn. Give me that cash money. Nice one, Milky. Nice dodge. You know what? Increase your dodge. Come in this game, lol. Sport of the gods. Actually, I should probably stop using Holy Lance, because now the man-at-arms is in a position where he can use Crush. Shot Vesper. Oh, nice one, Martin. Destroy.
This expedition at least promises success.
Yes. $375 times 5. Yeah, I definitely love the way that rugby players, for the most part, you know, handle themselves in the field. Go this way. There's some traps we can disarm there for extra stress relief. I had a bit of a giggle, speaking of the All Blacks, when they did the haka in their quarterfinal game, and like they show all the different players, and it's the one guy who was giving it the most and like insane look on his face. Was the least threatening, smallest guy of the group. But I suppose all the big lads don't really have to, you know, tend to look scary or badass. They just are scary and badass. So actually, I still want to be able to use Holy Lance, but yeah, that way I can open up with Holy Lance and then be in position 2. This is the setup I should have been using the whole time. Come on, secret room. Don't say that, David. Ugh, I'm so triggered by Blood Bowl now. I have to get back into it. I'm so disappointed in myself with how much of a little bitch I've been about Blood Bowl. But it's just so hard. I mean, you have to be mentally strong. Blood Bowl. You can say what you want. It's fine.
Can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Blood Bowl haka. Like, I can see the orcs doing it. Should we just go dark? Let's finish this dark. Ugh! Disgusting. Oh!
A devastating blow.
Well, good for you, Duck Yours. This has been the most miserable bunch of games I've ever had. I've had 2 level ups in 4 games with High Elves. I mean, to be fair, I've played like dog shit, but in the last game I got diced. Of the 4 games, this was the only one that was an actual dicing. But I mean, my opponent, the Exile with his rats, he seemed to roll nothing but POWs. It's crazy. I mean, I actually had armor advantage, and his little rats just beat the shit out of my elves and got them off the field. Like, I'm very suspicious when people say to me, with elves, you mustn't block. Like, I get what they're saying. I'm not trying to say I'm an expert, but the thing is,
and driven into the mud.
I think as a general principle, don't throw blocks if your opponent team has block advantage, strength advantage, or armor advantage. Like for me, High Elves versus the Rats, I didn't have block advantage, but I certainly had armor advantage. So I felt like throwing blocks would have been totally fine. This whole tournament has just been fucking miserable for me. It has been absolutely horrible. But hey, if I look at it that way, it can only get better. Each game can only get better and better. But now I've got Griff in the next round. I hope he doesn't play. I need a win so badly. If he does play, he's going to annihilate me. He's such a good player, and he's got ogres. Well, the thing is, I'm certainly getting better with playing with the high elves. I do think there is a sweet spot to be found between. I think when people say don't throw blocks ever, that just patently doesn't make any sense to me. I can't. I think no matter who the team is, there are situations where throwing blocks, no matter the disadvantages, is the right thing to do. Like if you can get, like with my high elves, if I can throwing one block a turn is totally reasonable. You know, it does, but the thing is, if you're in a situation where you have advantage, I think failing to throw blocks when you have advantage in the circumstances is an equal mistake as well. In my first few games, though, I've clearly went the other way and threw way too many blocks. What I should really be doing is watching guys play high elves, guys who are experienced high elf coaches, like CK Nor and the Sage and guys like that. On secret room. Not a great haul. Super disappointing haul, considering I have an antiquarian with me. I think I'm going to go back here and hit those 2 curios. Well, the thing is, though, Duck Yours, on your comment about Griff's team, I think that is very much what a team like the Ogres are like. They're very hit or miss. I think most of how that is going to go for you is going to be determined by whether or not, you know, Bonehead gets rolled. But I can imagine if you can get your Ogres leveled up and you give them Pro, just to mitigate some of that boneless, they can be pretty scary. I mean, so you start with what, 6 units with Mighty Blow? No block though, but I mean, imagine if you play an ogre team where all the ogres have Pro and block. That is fucking scary. But I still think, given the chance, well, remember you have to roll doubles to get Pro on an ogre. So if you roll doubles on your first level up, you take Pro, on the assumption that most of the other ogres will need that they could even go their entire career and get to level 7 and never roll doubles. I think still, just mathematically, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be taking block on them.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
I need that holy water. Thing is, I know that I need. Well, after this obstacle, I can drop the shovels. I have to get these journal pages out. Fuck 'em. Unlocked.
Glittering gold, trinkets
and baubles.
Paid for in blood.
That reminds me, I was looking through Audible for my next audiobook I want to listen to, and there's a 4-part series, the work of H.P. Lovecraft, narrated by Wayne June. I'm not a Lovecraft fan, but I'm very much a Wayne June fan. I'm looking forward to listening to that. Well, the way I just, like, for me, the too long didn't read of Pro is that 50% of the time when you roll stupid, you will avoid it. So, if for argument's sake, okay, this is an oversimplification, but you will roll Bonehead 17% of the time. So if 17% of the time you roll Pro successfully and nothing happens, then in a very simplified way, then Pro is taking the 17% liability of Bonehead and reducing it by half, which is what, 8.5%, so 9%, 8% chance for Bonehead rather than the 17%. So if the skill read reduce Bonehead chance from 17% to 8%, I don't think I would take it. But the thing is, though, like, your ogres getting boneheaded is so devastating. It's such a big thing. It goes back to the debate we have in Battle Brothers about the value of a skill that has a small effect often compared to a huge effect very, very seldomly. I would agree. Like, I mean, it is very luck dependent, but then again, that's Blood Bowl, isn't it? Blood Bowl is an RNG fuckfest. It really is. I mean, I'm sure we've all played games where you've played better, you've made the better decisions, or you've lost to a person who's making worse decisions, but they just have the dice in their favor. It happens. It's Blood Bowl. Stun resist, please. Damn. Nice resisting, Vespa.
Inspiration and improvement.
Ooh, big one. But he resisted the poison, interestingly. This does, what, 4 to 6. Technically, with my Antiquarian, when she hits level 3, I can just start spamming the dodge. Already it's +5 dodge. Standard Ogre's break tackle. So you don't need doubles for strong arm, I imagine. Let's just gamble that we're not going to get another hunger event.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
It's super disappointing. With our 45% skill, we didn't find any secret rooms. Pity. But I got so many friggin' kleptomaniacs in my my village. If I have to go back for one of those 2 rooms, I'm kind of fucked. I'm out of food. And I didn't change her skill around the whole time. Crushed.
A decisive
Nice.
pummeling.
+10 dodge.
How quickly the tide turns.
God, Vespa's been crit 2 or 3 times this dungeon run. It's been a rough one. No, I've got to go back. Alright, we're gonna get hungry. I would have sworn with so many rooms I would have had to only have left 2. Oof. Vespa. It. Six healing? Okay. Not great, but it's okay. Nice damage. One hit point. It's always 1 hit point.
A momentary abatement.
Okay, at least it didn't cost us. Sword guy's okay. He's a little bit low. What is going to suck is when we probably hit a hunger event, he's going to lose 20% of his maximum hit points. But as long as I can focus on healing him in the next fight, we should be fine.
A singular strike.
And Sword Guy, the Crusader, is quite tough. He has 0% protection, but 43 hit points. My two front lads are quite beefy. Speedstone is worth 500. 750. It's worth it. And that Onyx we picked up is worth 500. My man at arms is going to get super stressed out when we have to eat now, and he has to go hungry.
No force of
Shit.
will can overcome a failing body.
Up, Doocy? Yeah, dude, we've got two antiquarians now. God's Eye Mojo, thanks for following, my man. Welcome to Camelot. Tis a silly place. But fuck it, if we already got hit for hunger, we may as well go all the way through.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Yeah, he does look like a guy who hasn't missed too many dinners, you're right. Let's just go grab that curio, then we'll get out of here. Oh my fucking sticky fingers. Vespa.
The great ruins belong to us.
Okay, so the Unholy
We'll
Ring
find whatever
is excellent.
secrets they hold.
The -8 dodge sucks, but the damage versus Unholy is awesome. So Unholy is very good. Well, Unholy is in the Ruins and the Warrens. The Warrens pigs are, I think they are Beast and Unholy.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
Oh, we're going to start firing people that have Crimson Curse. I would like to, but they're all named after viewers, so that wouldn't be good. Oh, please give me healing if in position 2. The Profane Scroll, oh, man, the Eldritch Slayer's Ring is really good too. The Profane Scroll basically means the Vestal has to stay in position 2 and then can't use Divine Grace. She can only use Divine Comfort. I don't think it's that great. Stress of Torch Below, Virtue Chance of Torch Below, that's really good. Eldritch Slayer's Ring, I'll have that. Dark Crown is really good. But it's not 7,500 gold good. Ooh, what we got? Necromancer. Holy Orders, not great. I remember the last time I used to play Darkest Dungeon, finding the plus healing items wasn't that hard. Now finding plus healing is really difficult. We'll do a short Warrens. Although I could do this here, Lost and Found. Gentle Tide. That is reduces stress in the cove. That could be quite good because then if we get a Gentle Tide and then it's a boss fight, the next one makes the boss fight easier. Treat some diseases. What have you got? Wasting Sickness. Too bad. Dodgy isn't. I could chuck things into the Oh, yeah, I want to upgrade the furnace, make upgrading cheaper, but let's finish upgrading the nomad wagon first.
Idol, amulet, or lucky charm. The simplest object can be a talisman against evil.
Okay, gather more blood. I don't really need that right now. Take down a necromancer. I'm going to want a bunch of level 3s to do this. 1, 2, 3 are available, so quite it. That's really good. Brawler's gloves is really good. Dark bracer is actually pretty good for doing dark runs. I think I've got a couple of dark bracers. One dark bracer. Maybe we start collecting dark bracers whenever we can, and then when I send level 0s in to do short runs, you can give them all dark bracers and do them dark runs. Be quite good. That's a medium apprentice. So we'll take level 1s, 0s, 1s or 2s, but ones who are good in the cove. This is fine in the cove. Occultist is very good in the cove because a lot of the enemies are eldritch. Flagellant not so much. They resist getting made to bleed. So, what else? Take Duck yours. Yes, he's got lethargy, which obviously sucks, but we can hopefully get him some coral, which will remove his disease. It's been an hour. Let's take a little break.